It is the world's most popular snack. Every single day, this factory transforms raw earth into... Robotic arms grab the finished bags. No human hands touch them.
This is the multi-head layer. It's a mathematical genius.
But how does a dirty tuber become a perfectly sliced engineering marvel in less than 20 minutes? The process is faster than you think.
It starts here. Every morning, 40 tons of specialized chipping potatoes arrive at the receiving bay. They don't unload by hand. Thousands of pounds of potatoes create a landslide of potential snacks. The journey has just begun. But these potatoes are covered in field dirt and rocks. The debris is ejected. Only the potatoes are allowed to proceed. Next, a high-pressure shower. We need them perfectly clean for the next brutal step.
They emerge unrecognizable. But the skin is still on. Not for long.
The peeler doesn't use knives, it uses friction. These rollers are lined with coarse grit.
It's a chaotic tumble. In seconds, the delicate skin is scrubbed away by the spinning walls.
The result is a naked potato, ready for inspection.
Human eyes double-check the machines. Green spots or rot? It's pulled from the line immediately.
Too big, and they won't fit the slicer. Too small, and the chip is tiny. Size matters here.
Now, the most critical moment. The difference between a potato and a chip happens in a fraction of a second.
This is a centrifugal slicer. The blades don't move, the potato does.
Centrifugal force pins the potato against the outer wall, forcing it through a stationary razor blade.
These blades are surgical grade. They are changed every few hours to ensure a clean cut.
In the blink of an eye, one potato becomes 40 slices.
The target is 0.05 inches. Too thick, it won't crisp. Too thin, it burns. It rain? It's a never-ending rain of raw starch.
But slicing releases starch. If we fried them now, they would glue together into a giant brick.
They must be washed again. Cold water rinses away the surface starch.
Water is the enemy of hot oil. An air knife blasts the slices dry before the fryer.
Now, the main event, the continuous fryer. Thousands of gallons of vegetable oil, kept at a precise 375 degrees Fahrenheit.
The moment they hit, the water inside explodes into steam.
They want to float, but paddles force them under. Uneven cooking means rejection. This isn't just heating, it's an exchange. Water leaves as steam, oil takes its place.
In 3 minutes, the sugars caramelize. The Maillard reaction turns them gold.
They emerge transformed, crispy, golden, and hot. But they are too oily. A mesh belt allows the excess to drip back into the fryer.
If moisture is above 1.5%, the chip will be stale in the bag. Every batch is tested.
Humans can't check millions of chips. Robots can. Lasers scan every single chip for wet spots, blisters, or brown edges. Bad chip detected. Poof! An air jet snipes it out of midair. Only perfection survives.
The rejects become animal feed.
The survivors are plain. Now, they get their personality. They enter a rotating drum designed to tumble them without breaking. A precise cloud of seasoning coats every curve of the chip.
The chips are still warm and slightly oily, acting as the perfect glue for the spice.
This factory run 24/7. When they switch flavors, the entire line must be scrubbed down. Classic, barbecue, sour cream. Each has its own lane.
The chips are fragile now. Belts are replaced by vibrating pans to shuffle them gently.
They climb one last time to the weighing deck.
This is the multi-head weigher. It's a mathematical genius.
It weighs small batches in 14 buckets and instantly calculates which combination equals the perfect bag weight.
Target acquired. Drop.
Below, a mile of flat foil is being formed into a tube.
The shoulder shapes the flat sheet into a bag.
A vertical heat seal closes the loop. People complain about the air in the bag. It's not air. It's nitrogen.
Oxygen makes chips stale. Nitrogen keeps them crisp for months. It also acts as an airbag.
The chips drop into the nitrogen-filled pillow. Clamp, seal, cut, 80 bags per minute.
A finished bag is born.
But it's not over. Every bag passes a metal detector. And a check weigher. Too light? An air blast kicks it off the line.
A laser brands it with a birth date and location code. Random samples are tortured, submerged in water vacuums to check for leaks.
They squeeze them until they pop to ensure they can survive shipping. Robotic arms grab the finished bags. No human hands touch them.
Boxes are erected in seconds to keep up with the flow.
Sealed and ready.
A label for the logistics team.
The boxes begin their descent to the warehouse floor.
The palletizer never gets tired. It stacks thousands of boxes a day.
Wrapped tight to survive the truck ride. The warehouse is a hive of activity. This inventory will be gone in 24 hours. The demand never stops.
From factory floor to the open road.
But what about the waste? The water used for washing is purified and returned to nature. The peels? They feed local cattle. Nothing is wasted. Even the old oil is converted into biodiesel fuel.
They even measure the volume of the crunch.
While this factory makes classic, Lay's makes over 200 flavors globally.
The sun sets, but the fryers never turn off.
Sanitation crews fight a constant battle against grease and starch. A miracle of automation.
Fresh chips are now en route to a store near you.
From a muddy field to aisle 4. Ready to be enjoyed.
That puff of nitrogen is the smell of freshness. Crispy.
And tomorrow, they will do it all over again. 5 million times.
A massive effort for a simple snack.
Thanks for watching. Which factory should we visit next? Let us know in the comments and subscribe for more factory videos.